What is going on, guys? Kiami Maru 007 back with another Marvel's Contest of Champions video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about something very controversial, guys. We're going to talk about Captain America Infinity War being the best champion in the game. And that's a bold statement, right? And I think I'm going to be misinterpreted when I say this, right? I know that there are better champions in the game. Captain Marvel movie, I have her. She's better, right? Corvus Glaive, your Ghost, your Quake. Like, he's not in the real argument when it comes to the best character in the game. I mean, Aegon at 100, 1,000 hits, unbeatable, right? He's the greatest champion in the game past a certain amount of hits, right? I'm not denying those things. I'm not denying Ghost's power or Quake's power, but when I say that this guy is the best in the game, I mean that you put him in the hands of anybody. Somebody starting the game, somebody who's doing end game content, someone there in the middle, right? He is a great champion for everybody, right? He needs no synergies to be good, right? You don't truly need his dupability. When you talk about him needing high sig and you need his dupability, it's for very specific kind of fights that, I mean, you know, if you only have him, then you sure get him to high sig, but let's say petrify for the tech, right, synergy, then that's a void fight. You know, if you're using him for biohazard because he can shrug off the he can purify the bleeds, right? There's better champions, clairvoyant, right, or anybody that is truly bleed immune is better for that, right? But he can do those things, which also increases why he's so amazing, right? But at his base, right, you give anybody who's just started the game or anybody who's at the end of the game, right, he is an amazing champion. He's got excellent block proficiency, good attack, right? The block proficiency truly makes him beyond God tier alone, right? He's got excellent block proficiency, right? And he's got some good abilities, but we're basically saying that with this champion, right, you don't have to modify how you play, right? He's just a great champion in anybody's hands, right? So we're going to go through some of his abilities, and basically I just finished Cavalier, and this was one of the champions that I took up in preparation for Cavalier, right? And he was great for some matches. I didn't use him that much because I mean, I had the Captain Marvel. She just rinsed through most of the fights really quickly, but maybe in the future Act 6 I'm going to use this guy. I used him a lot in Act 5, right, the 4-star level, and he was a great champion. So basically with his duped ability, he gets a whole lot of synergies with these other classes, right? I think the synergies that matter the most, that people talk about the most, would be the skill synergy, where you have a chance to purify a debuff, right? And the higher the synergy, obviously the higher these chances, I mean the higher the sig level, obviously the higher the chance of these triggering, right? So that's why you need him at high sig level. It's that and maybe the tech for the petrify. Otherwise everything else is not really needed. That's why I use the awakening gem, put 8 stones into him, because I'm not really using him for those specific fights, right? So I'm going to talk about his abilities. The kinetic potential, so you can get max 5 kinetic potentials, right? And when you're getting hit, you have a 15% chance to get one. When you do a perfect block, right, a well-timed block, a parry, you get, it's a 100% chance to gain one, and you have 50% chance to gain it on a normal block. 100% chance when stunned to gain one, and kinetic potential falls off over time, falling off faster the longer it's been since it last increased, right? So normal things, nothing to really worry about. It's gaining kinetic charges or kinetic potentials. It's fluid, it's natural. You don't have to do anything specific, right? As long as Cap has 1 kinetic potential, he is considered to be kinetically charged and gains the following bonuses as passive: plus 852 attack, he's increased physical resistance, increased energy resistance, and he has a 100% chance to nullify unstoppable. Of course, that's something amazing. Don't think you can use it against Thing, guys. Right? Thing is immune to nullify, so you can't use it against him, but you can use it against the Juggernauts, right? I'm going into Act 6.2. I'm gonna see if I can use him again, use it against the champion boss there. But yeah, anybody that's not immune to nullify, as long as you have 1 kinetic charge, potential charge, right, you can nullify, you have a 100% chance to nullify unstoppable, so that's pretty cool. Plus 30% chance to cause opponents attacks to glance. That's just great. That's like a backup just in case you do get hit, right? And when charging a heavy attack, you gain a fury, which increases your attack, right, lasting 5 seconds. That's also pretty cool, right? So basically the way you want to play him, we'll get into this later when we go into Realm of Legends, right, is you want to parry heavy attack. It's quite simple. Special attacks, after any special attack, Cap consumes all kinetic potential. So you have the special one here which does bleed damage, right? And I would say the special you really after is that special 2, right? And kinetic potential charge grants plus 852 attack and plus 0.5 seconds on the stun duration. So you want to do this at 5 or 4 charges. You launch the special and you have a great chance to do very good damage. And then special 3, if kinetically charged, gain 1705 attack for each different class on the Cap's team, not including himself. So it's up to 2 classes, so it's not that much. You'll have 2 different classes on the team, is fine. And gain plus 1 non-consumable kinetic potential. So you throw that and you'll have kinetic potential for the rest of the fight, right? Not the rest of the fight, it obviously does fall off, but you don't need to be gaining them, and it can't fall off, so you won't consume it when doing anything, and so it's pretty cool. But we're gonna go into Realm of Legends to fight the Winter Soldier. You're gonna see how I play him and whatnot, and you're gonna see why I think that he is the best champion in the game. When we're talking about somebody with no skill, somebody with a lot of skill, right, he's great. And it's especially that block proficiency. His block proficiency is amazing. And so we're going to go in. This is my usual team, guys. I'm just going to show you guys the team I basically use to defeat Cavalier. This is the team right here. Domino was now subbed in for Omega Red most of the time. But otherwise, this is the team. So with our Cap, we're not using any of his synergies, but he does have some cool synergies, right? We're not really going to talk about those. That's not what makes him amazing, right? It's just him in general. So we got the class disadvantage. We're going to go in 500k health with this Winter Soldier, and you're gonna see just what he is doing, right? So we block, right, gain the charge, and then we just heavy attack the whole time, right? You see gaining charges as I block, and the armor breaks seem to be triggering, right? That's from the Captain Marvel synergy. We have those evade charges from the Quake synergy. That evade charges from the Quake synergy is, how do I say it? Very useful, right? So look at this, right? He's doing 66 into the block, right? And we have perfect block chance, of course, right, with our masteries and that. So it can trigger like some perfect blocks there. You saw a 0, right? He's glancing, even blocked attacks he can glance, right? So you're not taking a lot of damage there. You saw 22,000 damage on a non-crit, right? This guy is just amazing, right? He's just amazing. We're at 87% health. He's not the fastest killer, but he's the safest killer. I would say that he's a very good option for Dormammu's, right? Some Supremes, basically anybody that punishes having buffs like dexterity, right? He's a great option for, because you don't need to dex the specials. You can take the specials into the block, and you're not exactly having the worst time, right? So we're gonna parry, and then you do a heavy attack, and you, before the second hits, you launch your second special, right? Look at this, guys, this block proficiency makes him beyond God tier alone, right? Doesn't need the duped ability, like I said, to be as good as he is, but the duped ability does help, you know, if you want to struggle for debuffs, or if you want to petrify the opponent. He's very good with his with a high sig at and a tech what's now person in the team when you want to fight 5.4.6 Ultron. He's a very good option for that. Basically, he can petrify Ultron and reverse that healing. But as you can see, we've been in this fight for quite a while, and we're only at 90% health now. We've taken so many hits into the block, right? And they're doing nothing. This Winter Soldier, I mean, he doesn't hit the hardest, but I mean, this is Realm of Legends, and we're just taking the hits into the block, and that's what makes him so amazing, right? We're not modifying how we play. We can, do 5 combos too, no problem with that. He's got nice damage. and then I get hit and basically glanced, and as you can see, I restored the stun and the power and the bleed. I don't know if he did bleed, but what's now, I restored them with the skill synergy. It's not a specific skill, it's basically any, he's got synergies with the whole roster basically, right? It's a great champion. I know I've said that a lot, but I really do mean, I'm trying to see if I can get him what's now a nice crit in with what's now with Cap, right? What's the special? So we're gonna take all of those into the block, gain 3 charges. Simply, you block and you get what makes him amazing, right? I would take him into what's now fight Juggy, but what's now, I think that would make the video a bit long. But yeah, that's my basic point, is that Captain America is great no matter whose hands you put him in, right? He's got great ability, and it's mainly the block proficiency that makes him so great, right? You don't need to be dexing for what's now to evade specials. You can just take the specials into the block, right? Because his block proficiency is so high. And then we're gonna get hit. We gained 2 charges. Right? Nothing came onto us, right? Look, we're glancing his hits. Like, he had a fury and we glanced his hits and they gave to 300k. But yeah, that's basically my showcase of Captain America Infinity War. We're not going to kill this Winter Soldier. I just wanted to show his moves. We can show the first special here with the bleeds. The bleeds don't do too much, but they're bleeds nonetheless, right? He's just a great champion. The block proficiency being amazing. His attack is pretty good, right? You don't need to do anything specific to fight him, right? You don't have to do the heavy attack and then what's now throw the special. As you can see, his damage is amazing, right? Especially with that fury, right? So you can block heavy attack and then do normal combos, right? And he's he's gonna do well there. 54k on on the second special. Just an amazing character, guys. You see that the block proficiency is doing so much. I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, but it's basically the main point, is that his attack and block proficiency is just amazing, and he's got amazing abilities, right? So here we go, throw that. Okay, see if we can kill him with this, right? Hold it, boom. We couldn't kill him there, but yeah, and then you got the stun off the second special too, and we're gonna take these hits here, and he can't even kill us. He can't even kill us with the second special. We had very little health, right? Captain America, amazing champion. We gotta applaud him. But basically, that's it, guys. That is it for that Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. That's it for Captain America, right? I'm not saying he's the best in the game, right? At the end, I'm saying that he's the best overall champion for anybody who can use. With Quake, you need to be able to use her properly. With Ghost, you either need the synergies or great skill to use her, right? But without any of those great skills, right, anything like that, you have Captain America, and he's an amazing person to have on your team, right? As you could see, I was taking hits, I was blocking hits, and the Winter Soldier was doing nothing. He's not the hardest hit in the game, but it just goes to show that his block proficiency and his glancing is amazing. But that is it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. You learned something, right? Hey, if you agree with me, then good on you. But if you don't agree with me, if you think somebody else is better than Captain America, let me know in the comment section below. Who's your favorite, guys? Who's your favorites? Otherwise, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Look out for a future Omega Red video too, right? And hit that notification bell so you can be notified as soon as that video comes out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Peace.